and the home team, the Redcliffe Dolphins, come out onto the field. Look like they're heading to the northern end, and they'll have the breeze in the first half, and that is significant. And their captain, Michael Roberts, is back. How important will that be for the Dolphins? They struggled without him last week against Burleigh. Flags ready to see their team come out.
Here they come out now, the Wynnum Seagulls. Only the third time they've been in the finals in the 8 years of the Queensland Cup. And as I said to Warren before in the opener, they've really been in great form in the last 4 weeks. This man, Jason Keogh, the skipper, has been at the hub of that. And really, if you'd asked me 4 weeks ago whether they'd be here today, my answer would have been no. But they are a far better team. They've hit form at the right time. Denny Lambert, the BRL best and fairest player for 2000.
Him down so that he couldn't release the ball. Campbell now to the defensive line. Dummy to Perry. Maybe a chance here for Jellick, but it's across the dead ball line.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on soft tries. But in the last few weeks, everything's tightened up. Pull pass up to Aaron Barber. He's a flyer, Barber, and he'll go all the way. Aaron Barber in the corner. Well, carrying the ball on the near side, so hasn't had a chance to push away. Does his feet drag toward the touchline? Well, I'd say yes. Oh, and then he's elevated as well. Worth having another look at that.
His feet were off the ground, but whether his thigh grazed the touchline before he got the ball down. It's a great chase from David Siege. It looked like Barber was home.
Doubt these days with the attacking side.
And we go for a scrum.
Hit a touch. Actually, it's going to be touch and goal, is it? He's going to come back. No, he's going to pack a scrum, so it is in touch.
Stand up at 4. Ryan Jellick is the dummy half. Leaving out big Adam Starr was ready to take it forward now. Perry looking for an opening. Is there a chance on the far side? Richter's in the corner! Damien Richters might have scored here. They'll go and have a look again, I reckon.
Well, fantastic cover defence by Wynnum. As we've said, they'll be desperate. And it took some desperation. Again, the pass looked like it had put Richters away. Richters hit it at pace. And he goes for the corner. Well, he looks to be getting it down from that angle, but where the touchline is relative to that, we'll have to have another look. From the reverse angle there, it looks like he scored it for mine. And Damien Richters may well have put first points on the board.
Here's a good view of it. Oh, but yeah, the ball is down there, and he hasn't hit, and he hits the corner post now, so it's a try, surely.
That's looking from the other end of the ground, and yep, he gets the ball down and then hits the corner post, so that's a shot from right down along the touchline, that previous shot, just to be sure he gets the ball down cleanly. And there's no doubt about that. So I'd say that'll be the first try of the match for the Dolphins, with this Gale at the back. Here it is again. This is looking right up the length of the field to make sure the ball is down before he touches it.
And it's awarded by Rob Alexander.
Wesley Sims. Through the hands, there's Keogh. Keogh out there to the big fellow in John Bruce. Big man Bruce, pass through one. Looks for support. Fires it outside the Denny Lambert. The injured player. He might be injured, but I'll tell you what. He's just scored a try. He hobbles across to score it. But that is a courageous and champion performance by Denny Lambert. He was on.
If he was injured, you wouldn't be scoring a try and then still be rubbing at your leg and concerned. And this was great work by Bruce. Look at that, first of all, the palm, then the other palm, working the ball free, getting it to Denny Lambert, but the work wasn't over there. Beautiful step back inside by Lambert, wrong-footing the defence, and puts it down for an excellent Wynnum try against the breeze. Kick off by Matt Anderton, who's on for the Dolphins. And a big clash there as Cameron down.
Play the ball. Big Adam Starr changes direction, comes down the middle, pops it up to Anderton. Anderton faces across. Andrew Wynyard straightens, goes ahead. Not a good pass. Be picked up by Perry. Perry hits the accelerator. Goes straight through. Got support on his left. Finds Mackay. Mackay bumps out of one. Gives it to Ben Jones. Good tackle that one on Jones by Quinn. Great tackle because of lack of depth. They didn't have anyone punching at the line. Perry fires the long pass out to Jones. Beautiful out to Richters. Richters in the corner. Has he scored it? Damien Richters in the corner.
Video ref.
We're going to go for the video ref again, but we
put it into one hand and just reached for it.
Very casual method he was going to use, Jerry, to ground. As you say, he had one hand reaching out. Again, the near hand. Lambert pushes him.
Well, looks like he got it down all right. The beak will have to come from this far angle again. No doubt about that. Here's the other one. And that's a try. He's got it down.
2 out of 2 for Richters. He's been in 2 videos.
Rung away now to Roberts. Perry just outside him. Good kick by Roberts. Loose ball. Anderton couldn't get to it. And maybe Mackay has.
Well, has Anderton knocked it a beautiful kick here from Roberts to get it to sit in the in-goal area. Jags up there over the shoulder of Keogh. Now, Anderton comes through, and does he get a hand on this? No, that's only his legs so far. Well, I think he's knocked it on there. He's knocked it on there. It's come back at him, and finally dived on there by Mackay.
Touch his body, we come down to technicalities. Knock on.
Knock on, there you go.
Marwell combining to bring him to ground. Shane Perry leaving out Roberts, and he's able to find Danny Green, and Green has scored the try. Redcliffe are in again.
Pass here from Perry. Only had one marker, so Perry looked to the right, then ran back on the left, and Daniel Green coming on fresh. He's been on now for 5 or 10 minutes or so. He ran a very good line to that gap.
Here goes the kick-off now. Redcliffe's Matt Anderton kicks it off, and the ball close to touch. Goes into touch.
Wow.
What a kick-off against the breeze. Matt Anderton waiting for the play the ball. Roberts now. Roberts scores! Michael Roberts favouring the left hand, but getting the try that extends the lead to 20 points. Matty Anderton is the dummy half. Shane Tronk crashes into Wynnum's territory and keeps it alive to Anderton. Anderton in the gap. Can he go all the way? Support's arriving. He mightn't even need them. Still going, Anderton. That's the 5th tackle. 5 metres out. Mackay's the dummy half. Beautifully picked up by Perry. Perry for Roberts. Try number 2 in 2 minutes for Roberts. Wow! Redcliffe bounced back into the game in a huge way, and they're up to a 26-4 lead.
Well, from an old forward, it might have got this one or not. If they don't start putting a bit of pressure on, Redcliffe will just put it on automatic pilot. Long kick, this one down to David Siege. A little bit of room to move, but that's a good chase. Oh, no, not a good chase. David Siege straight through. Getting Lambert on the outside again. Lambert is there for support. Siege throws the dummy. Cut down, scored. What a solo try by David Siege. He went 25 metres. There was a good chase.
Chances. Siege turns around to return this kick. Sees a couple of players in front of him, just steps away from a grab. There wasn't a good grab either from, who was it, Greg Cameron. And then with smart play here, Siege knew that Lambert isn't really able to stretch out and decides to back himself to go all the way.
Accustomed to that by any means.
McPherson decides to put it for the corner now. On the far side, up they go. And taken away by Aaron Barber. This could be good night. Aaron Barber accelerates and away he goes. Oh, great tackle.
Oh, fantastic.
Siege, was it?
No, it wasn't Siege. Siege was the second line of defence there.
Might have been McPherson, wasn't it?
Could have been Brett McPherson. What a fantastic effort again. Aaron Barber with daylight in front of him. Looks across for the defence, tries a little bit of a in and away, but then beautiful work there.
It was McPherson.
More than capable of running in 3 or 4 tries. Clayton Marr gets through the first line of defence, comes out the other side. Clayton Marr, what a run by the big front rower. Taken by the fullback, pops the pass back. Is that, and that's Siege again. David Siege, long pass out this time. Good chance. Redcliffe defence clinging on. Oh, he's pushed him over the line and held up. Held up over the line. Big Scott
Brilliant run, wasn't it? And he has showed so much pace as well. Now Greg Burke gets a pass away. Chance on the far side of Scott Marks has gone from the left to the right. Gets the pass away to another one.
Quinn.
Damien Quinn scores the try. Wynnum are in again.
Let's have a look at it. Does he get it down? Yes. Looks like, and he's showed off his blue jocks as well. Let's have a look at this. He loses his strides going across.
That's got to be a try.
The lead, of course, of 14. Double the amount that Wynnum got on the board. Back to Adam Starr again. He looks for support on the outside. Nice work here from Jellick. Jellick throws the dummy. He'll go in. Well, Redcliffe, that could well put a stop to the Wynnum Manly onslaught. All very well to score points. Little pass back on the inside to David Siege again. Popped it out the back door, picked up by Shane Perry. Perry brushes out of one. Has he got enough pace? He's got a few chases on him. Perry's got it being cut down. But he'll take that 50-metre to get back and set up some line of defence. Michael Roberts back on the inside to Aaron Barber, lurking in midfield. Justin Mackay back to Barber, back up there to Tronk. Tronk tries to break that tackle, back to Barber again. They've got the extras here, beautifully back on the inside to Jones. Great tackle, great tackle, he's played on. No, he's going to get him for a double movement. Going to go to the video referee. Question is, was he held? And Redcliffe capitalised, going length of the field after Perry was presented with a loose pass down the other end. once you're knocked to ground like that, if no one has a hand on you, you're quite entitled to get up and run again. Shaw knocked to the ground there, but all players become clear of him. Can't say a lazy foot lying on a leg is controlled tackle.
37, just 15 from 31. The sad story of Wynnum today. And look at Michael Roberts still making breaks. And Danny Green goes into the opening. Needed support and found support as well. Great offload. Barber's away again. Siege is the man to get him, but he takes him on and will get there in the corner. Aaron Barber is starting to celebrate in the only way that he knows how, and that is by scoring tries. He's showing them a clean pair of heels, is Aaron Barber.
He was not going to be denied there. He's putting the ear up to the crowd. What a place to score it, Aaron. Right where most of the crowd is, also near the can. But have a look at this, Michael Roberts. This is a good try, this. Up there to Daniel Green. He fires the pass up then beautifully. Is that Matty Anderton or Schilbach? I'm not sure. Up then to Barber. Have a look at this for a change of pace. David Seas did run him down in the first half, but you've got to do something a little bit extra, and that's what Aaron Barber did then. A little slower, and then go.
That's the 20-metre line as Wynnum get reasonably close, but can they finish off? Carriage did well to take that ball. Back to Siege. David Siege now. Bit of individual brilliance from David Siege and under the goal post.
Sign him up. Sign him up, David Siege.
Well, Redcliffe could do well to sign him up for next year to keep on their unbelievable run, but I'm sure Wynnum will be very keen to keep him because they led the competition early in the season. As there we see the offload, Carriage doing so well to pick that ball up and keeping it alive, and then David Siege says, okay, let's give it a try. Bit of a step here, bit of a step there, and under the goal post.
Did they actually get a hand on him from that? That was just amazing from David Siege.
Cameron Durnford, and a try to Roy Sims from dummy half. Roy Sims able to go over. Redcliffe have put up the shutters.
And finally, it may be his swan song.
And Michael Roberts might have a better hand as well. A beautiful offload there by Tronk again.
The two big men, Tronk to Star.
And Star scores it.
Isn't it fitting the front rowers should have the final say? The two big fellows in Shane Tronk running an angle back down the middle of the ruck. Beautiful little flick pass. Tronk could certainly...
That's it. The full-time hitter goes. Redcliffe are in the grand final. They'll be taking on Burleigh after a 46-26 win over Wynnum. Join us for the grand final, 2 o'clock Saturday. Redcliffe against Burleigh.